Hey guys, it's PhilosopherKing. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. I'm back from Italy, and I'm facing against my good buddy LC Drake, who's leading a Jinx against my Metagross. Now, Jinx is the whore of the Pokemon world, so it always loves to make out with stuff, and that's why it used Lovely Kiss against my Metagross. So, Metagross is asleep since it is traumatized, and so I bring my Snorlax in. I take an Ice Beam in the process, but it doesn't do that much, and I go for a return as the Gyarados comes in, which does a good amount. Maybe it was a high damage count, but at -1 it does 37% against the Gyarados. I bring my Salamence in to get Intimidate off against his Pokemon, and I'm going to go for Rock Slide. Unfortunately it misses, but I don't know how much it would have done against the Solrock. Probably not that much. And it's looking like, based upon the pokes I've seen so far on his team, that LC Drake is running a mono red team, which is just typical LC Drake. It's just part of his charm. He loves running these one color set teams. So yeah, awesome. Anywho, Stormy scares out Solrock with the possibility of Surf, and I go for Thunderbolt. Bounces off Celebi, and I go to my Snorlax. I'm trying to scout out to see if it's an offensive Celebi, and because it used Psychic, I'm thinking it is. Otherwise, it would have used Leech Seed probably. Unfortunately, Reflect is up, which I forgot, so Shadow Ball not doing a whole lot, but fortunately it wears off at the right time, so he's going to be forced to go to his Solrock, and he's going to go for Reflect, obviously, and yeah, I do a good chunk against the Solrock at 40%, but because the Solrock's going to go for Reflect, I'm going to anticipate that, go to my Coon right away, and so I'm going to go for Ice Beam in anticipation of Celebi. He goes to Gyarados instead. Hey, why not? It's also a good Coon answer. And at 60%, I mean, I could stay in here and fight this, but for some reason, I don't remember, I go for Ice Beam. I should have either gone for Calm Mind, or I should have gone, or switched out. Switching out probably would have been a better idea. And now the Gyarados, after Intimidate, is back at neutral damage, and I underestimate the amount of damage the Hidden Power Fly would do next turn, so my Salamence dies without really doing anything in this game. So that really sucks. Reflect wears off. I bring my Stormy in, as I probably should have earlier, but didn't, because I'm a bonehead. And I go for Thunderbolt, trying to kill the Gyarados. Doesn't work. Celebi comes in to take it. It's at 60%. I bring my Snorlax in, I take a Psychic, I get a Specs drop, unfortunately, but I barely live, and that allows me to get self-destruct off, so the Celebi is gone. On a side note though, with Snorlax gone, that does leave my team more vulnerable to Jinx, but one problem at a time. I need to take out that Celebi, because that was a huge threat to this team. So Porygon 2 comes in, I haven't seen that before, and I bring out my Coon once again. I switch right away, because I don't want to get hit with Thunderbolt, and he switches right away. And so we get Gyarados on Celebi. This is usually a winning battle for Gyarados, but I'm just going to stay in and try to land Leech Seed so it can't set up. Unfortunately, Hidden Power Fly connects and my Leech Seed doesn't, and then he decides to go for Dragon Dance. Fortunately, I have my Starmie, and it being faster than even a +1 Gyarados, it should scare him out, and it does. Thunderbolt connects with the Porygon 2. It's not doing a whole lot, so I'm going to get out of there. And it's a sharpened set on LC Drake's side, and that's a pretty gimmicky set, but typical LC Drake, use a gimmicky set. I'm not as surprised as I should be. But anyway, Thunderbolt just doing 22% as I try to wake my Metagross up, and it wakes up at the right time. Blaziken comes in on LC Drake's side, and it takes a hefty chunk of damage from Meteor Mash. But I am within kill range, so I'm going to get out of there and not take a flamethrower to the face. I guess he doesn't want to risk that either, so he goes to his Porygon 2. So we're back on Coon and Porygon 2 once again. Coon versus Gyarados, he switches to Gyarados. I go for Calm Mind as he does so. He goes for Dragon Dance to switch to my Starmie, that should scare him out. Or no, he decides to stay in here. I don't agree with that. Thunderbolt does 80%. I mean, it doesn't kill the Gyarados, but I wasn't expecting it to. I wasn't expecting Stormy to do so. I just want to weaken it so Coon can take it out one-on-one. And yeah, we're going to stop here and do a little analysis. Gyarados is at 23%. I have my Coon. Now, normally Gyarados is a great counter for Coon. Unfortunately, the Gyarados is weakened, and all he has left is hold on a minute. Come on, work. There we go. All he has is Blaziken, which is weakened. Porygon 2, which, since it's a sharpened set, I don't think it has a lot of special attack investment, so it's not going to do that much against the Suicune. Solrock, that's not going to do it. Jinx, maybe. He could try to put it to sleep with Lovely Kiss. And yeah, there's Gyarados. So his team is very Coon weak at the moment, so I have a chance to sweep, even though he has a 3-5 lead over me. So yeah, we're going to see how this goes. I just feel comfortable staying in here. There's no reason for me to switch at all. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead. There we go. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Okay. So he tried to put me to this stupid replay. He tried to put me to sleep with his Jinx by switching to it. I anticipate that. Go to my Metagross. It's put to sleep instead. We both switch out now, and we get Coon on Gyarados. It's at 29%. Still pretty weak. I try to call mine to there, but he surprises me with Roar, which lets him get some leftovers recovery. We'll see what I want to do here. I could stay in here and go for Psychic. I do. Unfortunately, he doesn't get killed as I thought it would, and Hidden Power Fly goes off. Now, I could just stay in here, but Gyarados is pretty weak, so I may not need to. But I said to say, heck, I can sweep a Coon. I don't really need Celebi anymore, so I just stay and go for Psychic. But he switches to his Solrock, and I figure, hey, might as well recover. And the Solrock comes in and goes for Explosion. Now, I think he switched to Solrock just because he thought I'd switch to Coon or something, maybe, and he wanted to explode on it. But he ends up exploding on the Celebi instead, which allows me to bring my Coon in. It's a 2-4 game, so LC Drake's got the lead, but leads aren't everything. Coon's looking like it could sweep right here. I'm at +2. Surf does 58%. Return at +1's only doing 30, and not even that much after leftovers recovery. And so Porygon 2 next turn dies to Surf. Blaziken's left. It may have a Endure Salic Berry reversal set. That doesn't happen. It's substitute reversal set. And at 15% reversal's not going to do it. So I take it out next turn with Surf. And the Gyarados is left, and at +2, my Coon should be able to take it out no problem with Ice Beam. And all he has left is the Jinx. So back to turn 1 with this Jinx. Even at +1, I do 48% to the Jinx. And yeah, he's trying to freeze me, and that's his only hope. Doesn't work out next turn, and bam! From out of nowhere, 3-5 game to 2-0 victory for me. So yeah, crucial turn was obviously the Gyarados on Stormy action. Thunderbolt weakened the Gyarados to the point where my Coon could take it out. LC Drake tried to recover it up a bit so it could face the Coon. Unfortunately, I stayed in with the Celebi and damaged the Gyarados enough with Psychic, so it was really in the red. Couldn't really do anything after that. So yeah, I mean, whoa, I'm running out of power. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the battle. I think it was really cool. I love LC Drake and his team, so keep them up if you're watching this video. I love seeing some monocolor teams, and send them my way if you have them. But until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and look forward to the next battle.